Hello everyone, I'm Heather from I Talk You Talk Press. Today I'm going to read you a short story from our Level 2 graded reader Salaryman Secrets. In this book there are true stories about business people in Japan. I'm going to read one of them to you now. I hope you enjoy it. The story is by Kotaro. He's 26 years old. I work for a pharmaceutical company in Western Japan. I am a salesman. I sell medicine to hospitals and clinics. I started working at the company 3 years ago when I was 23. Of course, I was very nervous. I wanted to make a good impression. When I started working, I had to visit hospitals, clinics, and pharmacies every day. I talked to doctors and hospital owners about my company's medicine. Many of the hospitals were very far from my office, so I had to use the company car. The company car was small, but it was new. I liked driving the car. One Friday afternoon, I went to a small clinic to sell some medicine. The clinic was in the countryside. It took 2 hours to get to the clinic from my office. The roads near the clinic were very narrow. There were many rice fields around the clinic. There was a small rice field in front of the clinic car park. I had a long meeting with the owner of the hospital. We talked for around 2 hours. The meeting finished at 5 p.m. I went out to the car park. It was raining heavily and the sky was very grey. I got into my car. The car park was very small and difficult to enter and exit. I drove out of the car park. I couldn't see very well. The front windscreen of the car was very misty. Suddenly, the car fell down. There was a large noise. I shouted, "Oh no!" I was in the rice field. I crashed the car into the rice field. The rice field was 1 meter lower than the road. The front of the car was in the mud. The back of the car was in the air. I couldn't move. I couldn't get out of the car. I panicked. Luckily, the owner of the hospital saw me. He called the rescue service. The rescue service pulled my car out of the rice field. There was a little damage to the front of the car. It was only my 4th week at the company. I didn't want to tell my boss or my co-workers, so I drove to a car garage. I asked the mechanic to repair the damage. He looked at the car and said, "Okay, it will cost 80,000 yen. I can do it tomorrow." 80,000 yen is about $1,000. I said, "Okay, please repair it." I stayed in a hotel that night. Then, the next day, the mechanic repaired my car. I paid the 80,000 yen. At that time, my salary was not so high. It was very expensive for me. On Monday morning, my manager said, "How was the meeting with the hospital owner on Friday?" I said, "Oh, it was good." He said, "The weather was very bad on Friday. I was worried about you. The roads near the hospital are very narrow." I said, "Oh, it was no problem. I drove very slowly and carefully." He said, "You are a good employee. You are very careful." I said, "Thank you. I hope he doesn't find out the truth." How was it? Did you enjoy Kotaro's story? I hope so. See you in the next video.